In the afternoon, we were taken to Finchley Boxing Club, where we met a guy called John.
Okay, how do you feel, guys?
Good.
We were put through some paces.
This sort of job that you're going for, you've got to be fit. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to walk round them mats. Just walk round. Walk round. Change. Change.
Natalie found it very, very hard. She did not fancy the idea of doing physical tasks.
Probably because I felt like a bit of a dork in my gear, and I wouldn't normally wear that.
Right. Change. Change. Right. Change. Right. Left. Okay.
Nikki would have had an advantage because she is very aware of fitness. She had at one point had her own fitness video out. I've done a course in kickboxing, and I do a lot of cardio workout at the gym anyway, so I'm fairly fit anyway. Denise was kind of middle ground, but Natalie doesn't know what a gym is, I don't think.
Oh, it's too much. I can't do it. I'm not fit. I'm too hot.
Guys, before we progress, can we just sort out the legality of what we're going to be doing here? Everything we're doing is defensive. Let's get that clear straight away. Now think about it. If I step forward, what do you think that is?
You've been aggressive.
It's me being aggressive, and in the eyes of the law, that is assault. It's an assault.
Defence expert John now shows the group how to defend the client legally.
Okay, I understand your remit is to defend your client. I'll use you as a first example. Now, if I'm going to come to you, what will you do?
Well, I'm going to put a blockage there.
Okay. Now, you do exactly that to me. Do exactly that to me.
Come towards you?
Yeah, you come to me. That's what I mean.
Thanks. Ready for
Get with it. Stop him and then go back. So he's on the end of your arm.
I'm not a very heavy-handed person. I can be shouty with my own, my mum or something like that, something I'm used to. But I was really concerned about Nick being smaller than me, and how I might hurt her. But obviously she's tougher than she looks.
You go for it, okay? You go and get her.
Come on, bitch. Come on.
Come on.
Stop!
That's good. That's good.
Would you speak?
Well,
would you say anything?
Back off.
Yeah, what would you do? Would you go, stop? Or would you go, stop?
Let's shout it, yes. Stop!
Right now, thank you very much.
Stop!
Stop!
The person I think needs to gain the most from this is Natalie, because she hasn't got a clue. Damon and Denise are both learning tons from it. Nikki is streets ahead because I suspect she has done some of this before, but Natalie's just hopeless.
Sorry.
Stop.
Stop!
Why are you laughing?
Because, it's hard for me to visualise what your assailant is anything other than your housemate. Obviously, in a violent situation, no one would laugh.
No.
Andy, seemed to think I wasn't taking the task too seriously, and that because I was giggling. When I'm nervous, I do giggle. It doesn't mean I'm not taking things seriously. I can do two things at once, it's no problem.
Try not to focus on who the individuals are.
Okay.
Think of them as the perpetrator.
Okay.
Obviously, the worst on the day was poor Nat.
She's quite clearly said she doesn't have an aggressive side so much. Although I have seen a slightly aggressive side to her in other tasks.
Stop!
That's better.
Natalie, look into their eyes.
Okay.
And look into the soul.
Ooh.
Right, right. Let's make it quite clear, okay? I take this job very serious. Very, very serious, okay? You will get hurt. Make no mistake about that if you're not going to stamp your authority on it. Okay, come again? Okay? And the faster they come at you, the harder they come at you, the easier it is. Trust me, using their weight. Bang. That's it.
Sorry.
That's good. Try the other end.
I love all kind of physical sports anyway, and contact things.
Nikki's had experience of these sort of issues before, having worked in a prison.
That's good.
Whether that actually wins her the game in the long run is not really what I could say right now. I wouldn't know that.
I've never even done so much as karate or judo or anything like that. I'm very much a girly girl.
Now just run at her. Go on, run at her, then do it. That's it. because it surprises her. She doesn't know what hand you're going to use.
After a day of defence training, what do the candidates feel they have learned?
I've really come away with a lot of knowledge, you know. I sort of know a bit more how to handle myself and handle someone else.
It is a really, really fine line between protecting the person you're with and stepping over and attacking the person who's attacking you, basically. I mean, you can't step over the line and pounce on them. You know, you'll be done for it otherwise. But it's a really, really fine line.
Stop! Good. I was a bit tender around my boobs earlier, and I bruised like a peach. It was so delicate.
I loved it. I really loved it. In my element.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Exhausted, exhilarated?
Yeah,
and sore.
bit of both.
Okay.
Humiliated?
Okay. So, Andy, how did you think they got on today?
Nikki, well, ninja. I think that is the word to use. Nat, I think she could commit herself a little bit more, and I think she's holding back a little bit. Are you a quitter?
No.
I'm not sure.
Really?
Okay.
Okay,
Denise?
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Denise, very impressed with Denise. Keen to learn. Didn't try to give it the big I am, which I was very impressed by, and constantly learning. So, yeah, very well done.
And what about Damon?
Damon, token bloke, so he had a lot to live up to. 3 girls there watching him. Don't know if he felt under pressure. Worked well.
So overall, in your professional opinion, who do you think came out the best, the strongest today?
Denise.
Oh, thank you. Cheers. Thank you. It means a lot. Andy picked me out at the end of the day. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was made up, obviously, but it was just like, me? Cheers.
After a day of physical activities, it seems Natalie is still dealing with some personal insecurities.
I wasn't overjoyed about lolloping round like a big heifer in a bright pink t-shirt. But I mean, that's just the way I'm made. You know, I'm not Cindy Crawford, and that's that. I felt like I was transported back to school today.
Did you feel about the first task when you weren't picked as well?
Yeah. I've got no childhood issues. Kind of, you know.
Yeah, but look at you now. Look at you. You've gone from being in the 10. Say on the first task and somebody picture
0 to 0.
Look at you. Now you're in the top 4. I mean, stuff that.
At the end of the day, Andy said, "Oh, I think you're a quitter," and that kind of showed that possibly she was. And I don't really think Natalie is, to be honest.
No, my lifestyle has made me obese, obviously. Everyone's, you know.
You're not obese. You're not obese.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know you're not.
Oh, nah, I wish she was. It really upsets me, she's so not a big. You know, she's mentioned the way she was at school, and she, you know, she probably thinks maybe possibly her weight, her physical, you know, her physical appearance, her fitness, and that she's just probably thought, oh, forget it, I'm going to be at the back of the class again.
I've seen girls that are larger that, like, you know, they dress with crop tops and things, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to wear what they want. But I think you dress with a style and you use what you've got and you dress in that way.
Oh,
and I think
thanks. And yet again, it's all about me.
That's it.
All about me.
She uses humour to diffuse her fear, maybe. To lighten her own fears, yeah, and mood, maybe, certainly. But who doesn't use it as a mask sometimes? If she continues in that vein, she'll shoot herself in the foot, because it will show that she's not particularly focused on the job or bothered almost.
With the encouragement of her fellow candidates, will Natalie manage to sleep off her insecurities?
I'm sorry to interrupt, and he was very rude to me and my sister. And all I want...
I'm going to be rude again.
No, don't be rude to me again.
it's having a bit of private time.
It's a free world.
Excuse me, that's enough.
What?
That's enough.
I think you're horrible, and I'll tell my mum that as well.
My name.
Oh, I love Burberry. I look like Kate Moss in there. Got a bit of Kate Moss sticking out there, Kim.
The 4 remaining PAs are up early and have been instructed to leave the house. Destination unknown.
Hi PAs. I guess you're all starting to really wonder exactly where this is going. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate each of you on actually getting this far. And as you know, we're now starting to